It's nice that I get to talk to the founders about what goes on behind the scenes.
Commissions, yes. It's been used in a number of creative ways so far. I've seen people go to events and they do carpet on with commissions. The fan service, yeah, and even meet and greet, even beyond events.
That's something that a lot of people who use platforms like Gank don't understand. Sometimes there's a bug. They expect immediate response. They expect an immediate change to the app.
We need to fully understand what the bug is. Some people just come to us and say, hey, this is not working, and they disappear. Why is not working?
Most creators say that the reason why they love Gank is because they are community-centric. Is this something that you envisioned before? Like back when you started Gank, did you ever think that you were going to have a content team who was creating content with the creators? Did you think that we were going to be participating in events, all that stuff?
So when we started Gank, we were really very fortunate to be starting it in Singapore. We received so much support from the government and the startup community. Many institutions came to us to offer us help. Do you need to know this person? Do you need to know that person? Do you need to know this payments guy? We received we also received funding as well from the government. And the community love and that we received really contributed to who we are today. And we therefore, that experience was, because it was so overwhelmingly good, we felt that, hey, if we are going to grow in this creator economy, we need to start supporting the community. And it's like paying homage back to you guys.
Giving back to the community that supports.
What this from one community success to another community to breed success. That's exactly what we're trying to do. Programs that we start are there with community in mind. We have community always at the end of what programs we're trying to curate. They may need help to curate content, and that's why we have seeding projects that help them. Creator Grants was created from wanting to give the community of creators an opportunity to lift off with their projects.
Can you tell us more about the project? I know for a fact that Creator Grant is creators showing their best and brightest ideas. It just so happens that sometimes the best and brightest ideas are great ideas. We just don't have the funding to be able to let it, fly or lift off, which I think that's what Creator Grants helps with, right?
So the journey starts when we got our grant. We worked with Enterprise Singapore and we had our idea. We wrote in with a pitch and we spoke to the grant officers for evaluation, and we went back and forth to improve our ideas. They were not as polished as what we ended up with. It was a process where we grew with, and we realized that, at the end of the process, we even got a grant from them. We realized that, hey, that was a very good experience. And that's exactly how we transferred that good experience to create a grant. We know that we want to help creators who want to help themselves. We want to incubate good ideas that could help them excel in their business of themselves. And it's not us first. It's not when we are successful, then you are successful. Yeah.
It works both ways. We help the creators be successful on the platform that we created for them. And because they're successful on that platform, so is the platform. Its success is really, it's dependent on the success of the creators.
So of course, we want you to be successful on our platform. After the project is finished, we leave it to you. We hope that we have impacted you positively enough and meaningfully enough that you see a future with Gank.
How was Paddy born? Was a red panda always the first choice?
We initially didn't want a mascot. We thought, Gank, and now we have to talk about a mascot. It's like promoting two things at once. It's like talking about two names. I go with this name and this face, But pretty soon we realized we need a mascot because our business is about having a mascot. All the creators, all the cosplayers are a mascot of themselves. They are character. They're two-faced in a sense, in a positive sense. It's their mask. It's their mask. Mascot. Yeah, so you are this persona. Some of them have two Instagram pages. One is their alternate persona, one is their real persona. So the mascot is exactly that. It gives character to the business. It's lovable. It's cute. Although its face is neutral in a in a slight negative sense, but we felt that, hey, it's better to be a little bit of a badass than a rebel, which is pretty much what most creators are. We're all rebels.
Yes, exactly. They're trying to kind of rebel against the standard content. Everyone's trying to make new content.
We're against the norm,
The way I see Paddy, it's like he's like an amalgamation or like a representation.
He's a sweet rebel.
Every part within Gank.
Yeah.
We know personally are kind of rebels themselves. Some of them are content creators. Some of them are always looking to better the platform in their own way, right?
Yes.
So kind of going against the flow in order to grow the platform. So Paddy's kind of like a representation of everyone who works with Gank that represents the mission, the vision, and that's why Paddy always speaks on our behalf as a platform and social media. Paddy speaks on our behalf, everything like that.
So in the consideration of things, right, we are looking at what animals wear masks. So you look at it that way, a raccoon wears a mask, right? But raccoons are known to be so badass and dirty and angry. We didn't want to go with the raccoon. We just thought,
So it was an option. It was like,
so which other animal comes with a mask? You have your panda, and then you have your red panda. We thought, hey, panda is just overly done. Too many pandas out there already. You know what I mean? We want to go against the norm. So what is more understated? Oh, the red panda. Oh, that just fits us pretty well. The whole persona is small but very capable, but big in character. And that's exactly, that was it.
Everywhere we bring the Gank t-shirts with the Paddy doing different things like musician Paddy or artist Paddy. People love Paddy. So really, thank you so much for bringing Paddy into our lives. Some creators may not know about what creator success managers are on our platform. What's the reason behind having CSMs?
The way we look at this partnership, this platform, is if the creator is successful, then we are successful. That's how we work. And that's why we have our colleagues, our staff. When they work with you, their interest is to find every way possible for you to grow in your content, for you to earn from your content as well. And that's the objective of these CSMs. They are your partners of success. They are cheerleaders. They are your motivators. Some creators don't realize what is effective in the work that they do. They only think they're too busy creating content, and sometimes they feel that they did something right because they got a lot of engagement. But that doesn't really always translate to monetization. And we creators need to monetize to continue to create content. So we look at it from that point of view. How did you manage to monetize while creating your content? And we find that secret formula, and we build this partnership with you. Your success with you.
So it's a kind of a recurring thing where we really try to create symbiotic relationships between the people within Gank and the people who use Gank.
I think I really appreciate that function because they really are in touch with every aspect of the creator's needs. We definitely use feedback coming from there to plan what we want to improve on our platform, and also constantly looking out for different creator groups or creator profiles that we can cater for, and this is what we're looking forward to in terms of our collaboration with them in the future.
Yeah, you mentioned we're gonna have some collaborations going on between countries, and that's something I'm excited for, so watch out for that. And finally, to cap things off, what makes Gank special for you?
Not sure how to answer the question, but I'll try to the best of my ability. Gank is special to me when I am at the event, like a cosplay event or a gaming event, and I see people using the app. And that's when I actually feel Gank is special. Other than those times, I don't. Because when the user actually uses the app, I secretly observe, and when the transaction is complete, maybe they bought a merchandise using Gank, and they left a donation, and that is when I'm truly secretly happy with Gank, and that's what motivates me to continue to build more features so that I could keep this whole cycle of gratification going.
Honestly, it's not a secret anymore.
Yeah.
So if you are in a Gank event and then you see some
random
guy watching over your
guy,
it's game.
looking over your shoulder.
We have some events in the Philippines as well where we have like photo shoot booths and stuff, and seeing these people really want to participate and be a part of Gank through the content that we shoot, it's heartwarming, right? It makes you feel like they're really part of this bigger community that Gank was able to create by just being a good platform for creators to use.
Because we know when I see the transaction itself, it looks very simple, but I know the journey that got us there, that it took to get that out, from the ideation 3 years ago to us building, pivoting, designing, and getting that simple feature out that you just used and brought that small, not too significant smile on anyone's face, on that person's face. No, I completed a transaction. To me, that is very satisfying. And that's what goes on in my head when I see that happen.
In my view, Gank is special because we operate in a different way from the competitors like Patreon or Ko-fi. Typical current industry players are taking a one-size-fits-all approach to creators. It's a very typical US-centric approach because the US is such a big market. They just need to care what the US creators or that specific demographic thinks. They probably don't even think about what Europe creators think about, or Southeast Asian especially, because we are too far away. So our approach here is really very ground up, and we know requirements. We know on a high level like what will benefit a creator's growth by incorporating localization and local payments and local language, right?
And you guys mentioned a while ago, like every country has their own most used feature, so it's really different.
Yeah, so I think that's a very special way of operating. I think it stems from our birth right in Singapore, in the center of Southeast Asia. Southeast Asian approach is typically trying to unify Southeast Asia because it's not completely unified yet.
That's true.
So we are doing that job right now, and we are called Gank Global for a reason. We have a view of going global. We are not going to just use this approach with Southeast Asia. We're going to use this approach in other continents as well.
Our platform, unlike many I've known, that really is that one place where creators can start their business and they could do anything they can imagine. And without linking customers from one platform to another platform to another platform, from donations link you to another membership platform, linking you to another stream platform, to another PPV platform. It's all there. It's like the fire starter of your business
services. And we have so many types of creators on Gank, right? We have people who make music, we have people who do voiceovers, shout outs for birthdays, anything really, like photos, you name it. So, if you haven't been on Gank yet and this is the first time you're hearing about it, please do drop by Gank, and you never know, you might see some of your favorite creators there doing some things you didn't expect that they would do, like singing, dancing, you don't know. So yeah, thank you so much, James and Caine. It was a pleasure talking to you about Gank, getting to know Gank a little bit more, and sharing it together with our little audience. And hopefully you guys learned something new about Gank with us today. You try out the new features that we're going to be putting out, and hopefully we have more coming soon. So watch out on all our socials for all the latest announcements. And once again, we are the Gank team, and we'll see you around.